Hey, instead of your opinions being based on reason, logic, and 21st century empirical-based evidence, your opinions on social media are based on 14th century ideologies, superstitions, and prejudice.
It's like not when he's just reading posts anymore or anything, okay? It's like when he's on the bus or like on a street corner or like in restaurants, whatever. He's just going crazy. And like, well, at least when we're downtown, people are used to crazy people, so they just ignore him. But it's too much now.
Could you please stop that? I don't think that the people around here are going to take kindly to me bringing lunatics into their neighborhood.
Now, kids, guess what? My smartphone is smarter than all you idiots put together. Yeah.
Can't we all just calm down and discuss this in a rational manner?
When they stop being idiots! Yeah, but until then, someone's got to tell them what sane, rational human beings think of them!
Anyway, maybe we could get some sort of like pill or magic spell that would like bring him back to the cool bro that he used to be, and like maybe we'd start getting invited to parties again, and we could maybe like eat chicken with our shirts off again and just be cool like in the olden days, and you know, try getting laid.
Psychotherapy is full of crap. The reason we're so miserable wasn't us making ourselves miserable. It's other people doing it.
Now, this one goes into how Facebook checks out how happy our exes are with their new boyfriends and how happy our new girlfriends are with their male friends. Also, that advertising can tell you what hairstyle, clothes, any cosmetic surgery need to be attractive to the loves of our lives. And now, this one here gets into the algorithm and the analysis they use on the searches we make. So what types of websites, blogs, articles we're reading. Also, they can determine advertising messages that we're stupid enough to fall for.
And just when I was about to give up all hope.
Ah, yes. This one gets into Google Analytics and how they determine what our values are. Like how many times you click to see the hot-looking babe, or the GPS tells them how often you go to church, right? Also that the marketing people can tell how much sex or violence or debauchery to put in the ads that come up for films or novels that show up on our social media pages, right?
Looks like I've finally gone through all of the nutcases in Chicago. Now it's back to helping people with real problems.
Now this one is how consumer behaviorists determine our socioeconomic statuses, our identities, our self-esteem, our aspirations, even our credit ratings, so that China can figure out what they need to manufacture to make sure that we max out our credit cards. Now, so this one goes into the data miners and how they measure how riled up various groups get based on what's in the news, right? So all the political handlers they can put together an entire campaign based on these issues. They even watch what people say in their blogs, so they can individualize political messages to get you to donate or volunteer. Hell, I even got a job offer from Fox News to be a right-wing panelist on this very issue, all based on what I wrote in my blog. All I had to do was blame it all on the Democrats.
Look, I gotta tell you, you are the sanest person that I've run into all this week. No, you are definitely not paranoid. Everyone should be just as scared as you are about all of this. But what can I do to make society face reality?
This article says that they have found anti-aggression drugs and Viagra in the ocean. Now, scientists are researching them to see if the sharks are less aggressive and if the older white male fish are getting laid more. You get it? You have drugs, right, that you can give to people who have psychotic notions. All we have to do is dump hundreds of millions of pounds of it into the ocean, and in no time at all mankind will see things sane like you and me. Yeah.
Help.
But it was the worst one yet. It lasted 5 days. I woke up on the floor, my clothes soaked in piss and drool, and got fired from yet another job.
Binge watching cat videos for days on end is not a officially recognized neurotic addiction. They say God never gives you a burden you can't handle. What a lot of bull. What do you want now, Chaz?
I just want you to know I got my eyeballs on you.
What does that mean?
It means it's a little, I just find it a little suspicious that, even though on your Facebook page it doesn't have any occupations listed or activities or interests, you don't even have a picture. And despite not having a single Facebook friend, they got a little parade of people coming in and out of here every day. So what, you got something to hide?
Look, I never felt it was necessary. Wait a damn minute. I don't owe you an explanation. Who the hell are you?
I'm a neighborhood watch. Real question is, who are you? Let's see some ID there, Pops.
I have lived here for 17 years. We don't have a neighborhood watch. Why don't you show me your photo ID?
Okay, my job is to make sure this neighborhood doesn't have any drug dealers or sexual preverts running around.
You need help. Just don't come here to get it.
You got it.
Hey.
Hey, maybe if you had, like, at least one Facebook friend that could vouch for you, I wouldn't have to do this face to face.
He screamed at the top of his lungs, but all he got was a sore throat. He tried yoga, but he got backache. He tried marijuana, but he couldn't stop coughing. Then he tried what psychology said was the best way to make a life bearable when everything else turns to crap. Make a profound observation about life, love, and the human condition.
There's only one explanation for all of this. The universe loves to play practical jokes on mankind, and I'm its latest victim.
But that didn't work either. And so he had no choice but to try the only option left open to him.
Take this one patient I had the other afternoon. While Jake's brother sat on my sofa and told me the story, Jake stood off to one side directing us, which is completely nuts, right?
He joined a support group with other therapists.
Jake's brother said that Jake had always been an introverted xenophobe. He refused to go any place or meet any people, which of course meant that he needed professional help. So his brother said he was thrilled when Jake suddenly came out of his shell, which should be a positive development, right? When Jake read that his every move was being watched by the people manning the security cameras in the streets and the stores at work, not to mention the NSA people watching him through his cell phone in his pocket and on his laptop at home, he suddenly saw himself as the star of some kind of reality TV series, which at the very least should qualify him as a candidate for the nut house, right? But it gets crazier still. Jake told his brother that he didn't want to disappoint all his viewers, so he studied acting and screenwriting in his off-camera hours. Then he started striking up conversations about life love and the human condition with people on the street and parks and restaurants and public transportation. Then his brother said that the people he was talking to started inviting him to do guest spots in their lives, at bowling alleys and comedy clubs, weddings, neighborhood marches against gang violence, the suicide hotline, you name it. I mean, which should count as some kind of a miracle cure, right? And then, guess what happened at the therapy session? Jake told me that if I didn't get the scene right on the 5th and last take of our therapy session, he wasn't going to be able to make me a weekly recurring character. That's what. Which I think is crazy. But I can't tell the difference between reality and illusion anymore. Because all of my patients have driven me crazy.
Were you once a perfectly healthy, mentally stable person, but somehow the internet and social media has ended up giving you some syndrome that probably hasn't got a name yet? Have you thought about going to a therapist, but fear that when you tell them about the trauma you're going through, they'll think you belong on a funny farm? Well, you'll be happy to know that there is a place where you can get the emotional support you so desperately need from millions of others who are going through what you're going through. And of course, I'm talking about the group therapy sessions in the comments section. And the best part is that it won't cost you $175 an hour.